Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. To my old subscribers, thank you so much. To my new subscribers, you're welcome to this family. I am Adria Rafi. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. So today I'll be talking about my CES journey. So I'm a mom of two, and for my two children, I had them through CS. For my first child, there was no complication, there was no issue prior to me having CS. But then when my first due date came, I didn't feel any sign of labor. I didn't have any sign of labor, and I had another scan done, and I was given another, you know, due date, another EDD, and on that day as well, I did not have any form of, labor, no sign of labor at all, and I was already 40 weeks. So the doctor told me to go wait for a while, keep doing my exercise and eating healthy and all of that. So I waited for another 3 days and I was asked to come back. I went again, they checked me, they checked the child, and they told me everything was alright, that I should just give it some few more days and I should come back. So I waited till I was 41 weeks and 2 days, and then I went back to the hospital, and I went in the morning. I already packed all my things, and the doctor was like, everything is okay. However, if they induce me, because they were supposed to induce me on that day, that if they induce me, I might not still be able to have the child myself because the child is not engaging, the baby's head is not descending to where it's meant to, blah blah blah. So if they induce me, I might not be able to have the child myself. I'll just feel pain and eventually have CS. So they told me that when I'm ready, I can then sign the consent form and have my child through CS. So I spoke because on that day I went to the hospital with my husband and my mother-in-law. So the doctor spoke to the three of us and we're like, okay, no problem. So I immediately went outside, called my mom, informed her because I was on the island and my mom stays at Ikorodu. So my mom had to start rushing down to the island. I called my best friend, she was in Ikeja. I do not know how Precious got to island though. Whether she flew new, whether she run new, I do not even know. Because this girl came like breeze. In less than an hour like this, she flew in from Ikeja to where I was, and I spoke to my one of my big mommy, that's my friend's health assistant, and she was just like, blushes, pampanico, it is nothing. It is very easy. She explained all the procedure to me. She told me she had a child through CS, so I should not worry. I mean, I'm actually a very and not to be bothered because I just feel that if somebody is a professional in this field and the person is telling you this is a way out, why not just listen to them instead of saying Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó fẹ́ big babe ọmọ, or as they used to say it in Yoruba, that they will not use knife to bring your child out of you. If that's the way out, that the child will be safe and the mother will be safe, why not? So me, I wasn't really panicking. I was just, praying to God that I come out well, and I was ready because I've been ready since 37 weeks. I've packed my bags for more than 1 month. I've been ready. I've been expecting labor. I've been so anxious. I've been nervous. I've been working. Doing exercise, eating healthy. Any little sign, I always feel like, okay, maybe it's labor sign, but no, there was nothing like that. So when the doctor told me it was CS, I was like, okay, no problem. So I spoke to my husband and we filled the consent form around to 10, and I was moved to my room, and they explained the procedures to me and told me that they were waiting for the anesthesiologists. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation, but the person that will give me the injection the anesthesia injection in my spine. So we waited for that person, and she came around past 10. When she got to the hospital, she also explained the procedure to me. They had already set lines on my hand. They had, done the necessary thing that needed to be done, shaving, then wearing you that awful gown. And she just came in, she explained everything to me. We went to the theater, and before I knew it, we already did the injection thing. I started feeling numb all over my body. She was asking me, pinching me, and asking me if I was feeling anything. I wasn't, but I wasn't completely unconscious. I could hear people talk. I could feel what was going on. And when the surgeon came, and the assistants, they told me, the person that gave me the injection the anesthesiologist. The lady was telling me that she didn't want me to doze off, so she kept me up throughout the surgery. She was talking to me, like trying to engage me, explaining what was going on to me. Although I could also feel what they were doing, not the pain, but I could feel the tear. I know something was going on. And she was just telling me, oh, they're about to start it now. They're When my child came out, I hear him crying. When they brought him to me, with all those things on his body, and they were like, oh, carry your child, oh, pray for him. It felt like two bag of cement. It felt really heavy. I was like, no, they should just take him away and clean him. And then they did. I could hear my husband outside. They were already stitching me. Somebody else was cleaning my baby, and I could hear my husband outside telling them to bring the child and everything. So less than the whole process, from the injection to the whole surgery to stitching it back, everything was less than 40 minutes. And before my friend even got to the hospital from Ikeja, I had given birth. Before my mom came from Ikodo, I was already in my room, already pressing my phone. So after I left the theater, I was in my room. I was pressing my phone. They were like, "Oh, I need to rest," but then I wasn't feeling sleep because I've been, when you've been expecting something for so long. Because pregnancy, the 9 months feels like 9 years. So it was as if I've been carrying the child for 9 years, and the child is eventually here. You want me to close my eyes? How is that possible? So I couldn't even sleep. I was just pressing my phone, updating my social media, because even my marriage, I didn't post anything. Nobody knew I got married. Nobody knew I was pregnant. So when I posted it like this, my phone was just buzzing. Everybody was like, "How is serious? Ah, blood sugar." So I was just all over the place. I was excited, and also after 24 hours, I was asked to. They told me I could eat, so I think it was amala. I had amala, or I think I had fluid first, then I had amala, and then they told me the following day in the morning, it wasn't less than 24 hours, they told me to walk. Oh my god, that first walk, oh jeez, oh lord. If they oh more, that walk was terrible. But then I just walked into the toilet, and then I came back, and after another 1 hour I tried to walk again, and that was how I started walking. And I had the surgery done on Monday. I was discharged on Wednesday afternoon, and I came back to my house, and less than 2 days let's say on Friday, I wanted to start washing clothes and doing. My mom was like, Kilo, leave it, let us help you. They say you should rest, but me, I just like to do my stuff by myself. I wanted to start doing everything already because I was strong, and the recovery was very fast. It was really, really speedy, except that less than a month after I had my child, my hormones were messing with my head. But aside that, the recovery was very fast. For my second baby, when I had my when I was pregnant with my first child, I was using this government hospital close to my house, Mother and Child Center at Ogomborode by Madison. That's what I was using for my antenatal, and the review I read about them online didn't make me have my child there. So when I got pregnant for my second baby, I still went there for my antenatal, and then now I am now like an experienced mother, and I just wanted to relate with other mothers at the hospital, because my first pregnancy I didn't relate with anybody. When I go to the hospital, I go like a ghost and leave. I don't talk to people. I met few, maybe like 2 or 3 people, but I didn't even make friends with them. Like I just exchange number. But this time I tried, so I was conscious of you know or of putting in effort to make friends and meet people, other mothers, so we could like share experiences and relate with each other. So when I met the people I met this time, they made me like, oh, the hospital is not bad. Some people had 1, 2, 3 children there, and they were like, oh, the hospital is actually very nice. Their doctors are really good. They have facilities. Oh, who told me? I said, it's not who told me, or I read them on their this thing on the map, and people had bad things to say about them. So those people made me like see reasons to use the hospital, and I was like, I told my husband, oh, because the hospital is actually very close to my house. So I told my husband that this is what I heard about this hospital, blah 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 blah. And the specialist that was assigned to me, the gynae that was assigned to me, is a very nice person. He's an elderly man, but he's very, very nice. And he listened to me compared to the ones I experienced when I had my first child. This one listen, he will listen, explain things to you. So he paid attention to me and he made me feel welcome in that hospital. So I was a bit convinced that I could like have my child there. So when I was close to my due date already, the man told me that I called my other doctor where I had my first child, and it was like, oh, because I had my child less than about 2 years ago, I have to have this one again through surgery. And I'm like, the hospital I'm going to in my area, they are saying that I can have it by myself. So, and the way we all think in Nigeria, we all have this mindset of the next person want to cheat you. So I was just thinking, could it be because this place is a private hospital, you just want to collect my money? But then I spoke to the gynae that was assigned to me in the government hospital, and it was like, oh, I can try have my child by myself this time around. That if I don't fall into labor on time, it's going to induce me, it's going to monitor me, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. So I said, okay, no problem, let's give it a try. 40 weeks, I didn't feel any sign of labor. 41 weeks, I didn't feel any sign of labor. I told my gynae, yes, sir, I am not feeling any form of labor sign. No forced contraction, nothing. I wasn't feeling anything, and I was exercising, I was eating well, I was doing everything I was supposed to do, I was sleeping well. So he told me that he had spoken to other doctors and all of them had agreed that my pregnancy is a high risk. Why is it a high risk? They did not give me any reason. They said merely because I had my first child through CS. And there's an advantage of having a lot of doctor friends and not having doctor's friends. So I spoke to my doctor friends and they were like, it's possible I have a child myself. So many things are just going in my head at that time, and going to 42 weeks, I wasn't still feeling any form of labor sign. And the guy that was assigned to me said he wants me to try, but other doctors at that hospital were like, no, it is risky, let them put me through CS. So the doctor, my gynae that said he wants to try, the day he told me to come that he would induce me, I got to the hospital. That day, I was already going to 42 weeks. I got to the hospital. He wasn't around. Then he told me to go back home and come back again after maybe like 4 days after. Then I'll be going to 43 weeks. And I told him I didn't want to go home again. That since the other doctors, instead of wasting our time delaying this whole process, I'm going to 43 weeks. I don't want that for my child. You know what they say about when the pregnancy is already over 40 weeks, that the placenta begins to depreciate and the child might not be getting enough. I'm not a doctor, but that was what we were told, that the child might not be getting enough maybe nutrient and stuff they're supposed to get from the mother, and the child might actually be affecting the child. So when the doctor told me to go and come back again, I said no, I don't want to go back again. So I spoke to another doctor, and the other doctor was like, they've had a meeting. It's a government hospital. One doctor cannot make a decision. They have to come together and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do on this patient. So the other doctor was like, they've all had a meeting and they said that it's CS they want to do for me because it's risky for me to have. That was how they admitted me that night. I made all the payments, donated blood, blah, blah, blah. I did everything that I needed to do, and the next day was supposed to be for my surgery. I was admitted that night, and when they carried me to the theater, and the man that was supposed to give me the anesthesia explained everything to me, and he gave me, and it was just for them to start the surgery. They were just using, maybe it's cotton wool, I guess cotton wool and spirits to clean my stomach. It felt like electric shock. I kept telling the anesthesiologist that, Oga, this thing is feeling like electric shock. I don't understand. If it was not like this for me the first child, the man told me, what if the anesthesia they gave me for my first child was fake? I said, no, that one does not feel like fake. It's this one that is feeling like fake. Because that one, I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't feeling any. I just knew something was going on. There was nothing like shock. This one, as they were using cotton wool to clean me, it was as when you feel it. That was how I was feeling. He kept saying, no, I should not worry, nothing is wrong. And then they did the surgery. After the whole thing, the whole process, I was feeling it. I wasn't in pain. I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. You know that shock feeling. That's what I was feeling, not like pain. I wasn't feeling the actual pain, although I was feeling the tearing too. When they do I will hear, but I wasn't not an actual pain, but it was feeling like an electric shock. I've gone through electric shock before, so I know how it feels. You know when they use taser to just put taser on your body, you just vibrate. That was how I was feeling throughout the process. Sha, the after the surgery, my they brought out my baby. Oh, my baby was looking like half cast. They brought out my baby again. And then she came out looking very, tiny, small baby like this. And they said she's 3.6. Yeah. Which kind of scale did you use to weigh her? Because even my first son that was looking bigger was 3.4. Why is this one that is looking like a small madam like this is now 3.6? Anyway, after the surgery, I was supposed to be kept in the recovery room, but they kept me by the door, and Breeze almost wounded me and my child because they kept slamming the door. Bang, 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 bang. Breeze was just going from nowhere. They delayed us there for a while, and then we were moved to the postnatal ward, where we actually saw the main shege that general hospital in Nigeria used to show people. Hey, they showed me shege. The nurses will just come from nowhere and be like, stop moving your head, you are going to have migraine till you die. So it's you people that will have migraine. Me, I'm not going to have any migraine, because that day was my birthday. I needed to update my people that I got a special gift on my birthday. They will tell me, oh, if you look right, you might go. I'm like, what is it? They frustrated me, they stressed me. They were supposed to give me painkiller. Instead of them to help me administer it, they told me to put the stuff in my anus by myself. I told them to give me glove. I told them to come and help me. They did not answer me. Asha gave me the anesthesia, the painkiller. I applied it myself. I scooped out sheets. I told them to give me wipes or water to clean my hand. They did not answer me. Oh. Government hospital nurses, they are very mean. I don't know. And those people have children. They have parents at home. They are so mean. They didn't answer me. I had shit on my hand for hours. When it was like, my surgery was like around to 6 in the evening, so around 2:12 was when they gave me the stuff to put in my anus, and then around 2 o'clock they told me to walk. When it was time for me to work, they wanted to assist me. Because I was hungry, I told them not to help me. I prayed to God. I stood up, went to the bathroom, cleaned up myself, came back. I was already soaked in blood. I changed everything, changed my baby's clothes, and then I did everything. They were just looking at me and they were amazed. They did not know that me, I'm a child of God. I'm a praying child that is very strong. So I changed my stuff, and then the next morning they brought us one dead pap like that we should drink it. I said I didn't want. My mother brought me, was it pap or tea? I had that, and in the evening they said we could eat, so I ate. And yeah, so some days, I think I spent like 3 nights at the hospital, and then we were discharged. But then another thing that they do at government hospital that I don't understand is the fact that so many people will come and check you. You don't even know which one is a student doctor or a student nurse. All of them just keep coming to check you without explaining anything to you. Very noisy place, about 20 people in one, although it's big, in one room, 20 mothers, new mothers and babies. Nurses are there shouting and making noise. There was even one nurse that was a content creator. She was just dancing to all these people that used to sell fish in Lagos, a good song on TikTok, and then so many nonsense was just going on. They eventually discharged us after like 3 nights, and to the glory of God, less than 2 weeks I recovered. I was doing very well. The healing process was fast, although they tried, but generally I would rather have my child at a private hospital than a government hospital. For me, I'll not go to a government hospital to have it. Okay, I'm actually done. So anybody that wants to have a child, it is left to you. If you have your money, I advise that you go to a private hospital, because government hospital, those people are very, very, very nonchalant, very nonchalant. So that was like my experience, my CS experience. My recovery was fast, although I followed every instruction. I was taking my medication at the appropriate time, eating healthy, I wasn't stressing myself. I tried to like sleep well, and I've been so lucky with my babies. They don't disturb at night. So all those sleepless nights, I didn't really experience them. My baby sleep well at night, and it was very easy. It was good, thank God. So yeah, that's my story. That's my CS story for my two babies, and yeah, to the glory of God, we're good. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.